Alright, you guys, here we are. Alright, you guys, here we are. Metaphor ReFantazio. And last time we caught Heismay. If you weren't there, he's a rat, he's a bat, he's a friend till the end. Now, all that's left for us really to do is rest, and then tomorrow we're gonna find out who set us up to be eaten by the worm. We were lied to. We were given bad information that was so bad it must have been purposefully bad. My money's on Morris, 1, because I've hated him since day 1, 2, because he is the one that directly gave us that information, and 3, because I refuse to believe Barden, my handsome husband with whom I'm going to share a cabin, 2 kids, and a hot dinner with. I refuse to accept that he could be bad, okay? How y'all doing? Should I turn in for the day? I think I should. Have I ever told y'all about how I chew gum all the time, 24/7, all day, every day? I be chewing gum. But when I come to record, I'm like, spit out the gum. And usually I spit it out, throw it in the trash, right? Lately, it's been building up. Just three right now. Sitting on my little Mac that I record this on, like a Mac Mini M2. Just gum sitting there. Blue gum, rest well. So it's real nasty hours in here. Lights are a different color than usual. Usually they're like, I have different colored backgrounds I do for every game I play so I can keep shit organized. And also because like fun, theming, you know? We love a little bit of consistency.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
These are the lights that I just do in this room now that it's Christmas season. And I didn't switch them back to Metaphor, so... It's a fun, festive hangout, you guys. It's December. The whole month of December to me is Christmas. I'm once again going to show off what? Tinsel and hair, because I love it, and I fear I'm going to age out of it here soon. And not because there's an age limit to tinsel in the hair, but because I think as I'm aging and maturing, I might move away from it. We'll see. Still loving it right now. Sandworm dreams.
I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. You should go check on him later. We also
I know he behaved himself. He's good.
But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake?
Bad
yes.
Bird. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick.
Whoever's taking kids, what are they doing with them? I don't get it. Do children get sold?
Where's Stroll?
No.
Man, are you all right? Where's Heismay?
Is he drunk?
What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Neurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
If something unnerves you, your answer is to drink. I get like if you're upset by something, drinking, like that's wrong, but I get that. If I'm unnerved, I want to be in tip-top mental condition so as to handle whatever is unnerving me and that could disrupt things around me. Drinking to fight unnervedness?
Wow.
Neurus.
What a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Little rat.
Now, what's all the commotion? Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says
He's
that
not a
like it makes
pet, he's a
sense.
man.
Does it make sense to you?
I mean, it makes sense. Like, if a little thing is bothering you, you stuff in the lavatory. I wouldn't do it to Heismay. Because to me, he's like a man. He's like he's an equal man to me. But a cat or something? Don't y'all hit me with a rock, but maybe. Maybe, as long as it wouldn't hurt it. Throw some tuna in a lavatory. Cat's done. Cat's done. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
He's so
What's all this
perfect.
about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I hope he never leaves the
I
team.
heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's
Little
shoes.
boot. Ooh, children's
It
shoes.
was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Definitely Heismay. No, inside the town, but also people can leave without guards noticing. You can go up. I feel like if you went up and over, I don't know how possible that is. Then you could get out of town. They'd be like, none the wiser. But I assume the assumption is that they are still inside town.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me,
Not
it's
too
time
much.
to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head. I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal.
I'm in agreement with him that we should lay our cards out, or at least show him. My fear is that Barden, my perfect man that I trust, who I'm going to have 2 kids with, a warm dinner, and a cabin. The more we give him, if he is bad, the more he can use against us. Also, he's a man that's a fan of the Sanctists, and Heismay has been banished by the Sanctists. So that's unnerving, because I love Barden and I love Heismay in equal but opposite ways. Heismay's a little baby rat who's also a man, and Barden's a man who's not a little baby rat, and it's just like, I don't know. I hope I don't have to choose allegiances
had
between
it
the two of
right.
them.
It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well,
There's Ratman Morris.
capture him so swiftly.
Also, I've got to stop using rat as a slur when I also use it for Heismay, my rat bat friend, and I don't mean it in a slur way. We need a new insult for people like Morris, and it's not rat.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly, we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
See, Barden's
Before
good.
that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster.
Nope.
Even the captain seemed surprised, yet
He
you
had-
alone knew this.
At no point in learning about this did anybody mention that this little man is a little man who's a rat and a bat and a friend and a... to the end. You didn't know that.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
What is
this
Morris
true?
doing with children?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here.
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
You can interrupt anytime, ma'am.
No problem, ma'am.
She's quite petite and little. Short.
That? Did you hear it, lad?
Bro, look at my ears, look at your ears. Do you think I heard it? I can't hear shit. No.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? Jesus Christ. He's so swift.
Heismay, find him. Secure the exits. Don't let him escape.
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay
Get it,
with a
Stroll.
false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old
Where do
Heismay
you
heard
sell
in the night.
people?
Norris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
I didn't either, to be fair.
An icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums.
Stygian?
Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There, you're all right now.
Even
Stygian,
if
what does
there
that
is
mean?
some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
Hey Google. What does Stygian mean?
Stygian means extremely dark, gloomy, or forbidding. It comes from the Greek mythology of the river Styx, which flowed through the underworld.
Okay, that's actually interesting. Thank you. I got Google working. I switched phones away from this one to this one. Don't even get me started. I love this phone, by the way. This phone, perfect.
True.
I'm not talking shit on
Try
it.
investigating
This is my
Lady's old
fucking
cars.
favorite phone in the world.
Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
No good. They said they haven't found Ah, fuck, it's auto reading. Haven't found Heismay yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fie.
What of our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh there, over there. That sounds like
Evidently.
'tis coming from over there. Is he calling for us? I'm glad I think I can trust him again. Little rat! My favorite bat! I love him. Why is Heismay with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
We got too many people talking. Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is,
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. Is Joanna in on this? Because I also considered the idea of 2 kids, a hot meal in a cabin with her. But what? We gotta let it play out. I love to ask 1,000 questions. Move forward. You'll get the answers. And Lady Joanna is... well, she's childless. I don't know about that. She seems like maybe she might have a few. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
It's absurd.
I would love it if I could trust Morris. What if he's just getting information from Joanna? Because he's been real easy to hate. They've set us up to hate him. So it would be kind of cool if they, like, were tricking us right now. Morris. No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I've nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
You're my best friend. So, duh. Of course. After all, if we can't choose your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Slater? Yeah. Of course we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch, not under our noses.
But then...
But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about, and Heismay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Right then?
You should be able to get there from Blind Well Alley at the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. What is that thing? Damn. Okay. A well leading to an underground channel.
That...
Everyone's already headed to Blind Well Alley. We can get there by following Cattle Racket Road. So let's go there when you're ready.
What is it?
I don't think there's much for me to do. You know what I could stand to do, actually? If I see a shop on the way, I'm not going to, you know, go out of my way, but also I might. We burnt through all of our burn heals. Excuse me. If I could stock up on those here in town, that'd be nice, just because, again, getting burnt was no fun. These children sell seeds and stew, I believe. I've already spoken with them. Don't worry about it. I think those kids kind of swindled me. But any child that has to swindle in the streets, I'm happy to be swindled by. I've got the money, you know. If I was fighting tooth and nail for my next meal, maybe then I wouldn't let the child swindle me. But I'm at a place where I can let a child swindle me. I like the magma floating around this statue. All the particles in this game are so fun to me. I love a particle effect. Because it's just vibes. It's errant vibes. Each particle in the air is just an errant vibe, and I love that shit. When I was playing Ocarina of Time as a child, in the little floaties in Kokorai Forest, I was like, yippee yeehaw. I'll have 20 of those, please. And then when I played that on 3DS, Ocarina of Time 3DS, when I was in high school, I got that DS, the 3DS, right before, as an early Christmas gift for the Christmas I was going to stay home when my family went out of town. And I was going to kill myself. But then they made me go with them. And I was like, how dare you? And then I went and I lost a pair of Marc Jacobs sunglasses that they only made 200 pairs of in the world. And I was like, if I didn't want to kill myself before, I really fucking do now. But I ended up having fun. It was all okay. I went on a hunger strike silently. I was a volatile child, but I was playing Mario Kart. Me suicidal, crying on a hunger strike, playing Mario Kart 7 on my 3DS, having fun, not understanding coins because it was my first Mario Kart game with coins. I was like, what the hell are these coins for? I need to get my magma from this rock though.
What? Isn't that... Let's see.
I cannot wait to see my face on that rock, but also maybe I don't. I don't want to win this. I'm just here for other reasons. Oh, look how the magla dissipated because I collected it. That kind of... So the magla floats around it to remind me, hey, come pick up your magla. It is accumulated. I know we're not wandering toward the marker where we need to go. I'm not purposefully putting off what we need to be doing. I just need to check stores, but stores are not this way. So, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That woman's selling meat. Oh, here's a bottle shop. It's got a bottle on it. An apothecary. We just don't have apothecaries anymore. We've just got the chemist. What do you call the chemist in America? What do you call what? Pharmacist. Pharmaceuticals. It's not every day that an elder comes by. Yeah. You got things for burns? You don't want to run out of this. Well, they don't have them here. They may be in Grand Tradon. Obviously, I can warp there. I can fast travel there, but I mustn't. Okay, so now we are off to Crigante, maybe? I forget where we're going. Already, I forget. I've got that ADHD, and you pair that with the fact that I'm talking and playing a game and creating content at the same time, and my brain just can't hold anything in the short term. There's the kids that wanna swindle me. I feel like there's no fucking way Orphan Annie was not a fucking huckster. You don't get to be an orphan without being a huckster. No offense to orphans. No offense to hucksters. Ain't nothing wrong with being a huckster. I hate little Orphan Annie. Because I don't know if y'all know, I'm a cloudy day, rainy day kind of guy. I love nighttime and I love a dark day. I fucking hate every day I wake up and the sun is up. The sun does come out tomorrow. Little Orphan Annie fucking was not joking. She's an oracle. And it makes me so mad. Actually, I think I've done that bit on this channel before where I go off about her being an oracle. If you've seen any of my other videos where I talked about that, pretend this is your first time hearing it. I do fucking... Oh my god. Okay. Why are we all set up out here as if we're about to go into a dungeon? I hate my fucking current archetype. I loathe it. I'm weak to physical moves. I'm gonna stick with it just because, like, I like sticking with things. I like being silly and foolish, and we've made it this far. I'm gonna talk to Heismay.
Let's go.
I can hear the kidnapped children screaming underneath here. We must help them. Isn't it interesting that the one person who could really probably hear and help with this scenario is the one person we were framing? Rotting waterway. So, this is the old well that Bard had mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in here. Are you all prepared? Let me save, just in case the well beast kills me. It is Arbor's Day night, which means Metal's Day tomorrow, I think. And then Idol's Day. And that's all I know. I'm learning the week. By the end of this playthrough, I'm going to know the week, and you're going to be so mad. You're going to be so jealous that I learned it and you didn't.
Ready?
Okay.
Let's go.
Remind me to drink water. My throat gets dry. I run out of breath. I turn into dust. I turn into SpongeBob in the episode where he gets the suds.
However,
it is a dungeon. Everything's a dungeon. You'll never believe it. It's a dungeon crawler. Atlas, they will dress it up 100 different ways and call it a different game. But it is always a dungeon crawler, isn't it? And I always come back because I love me a dungeon crawler. However you spin it, I'm in it to win it. Yo, Genshin Impact, if y'all know that, came out on Xbox. I played that when it first came out. I played it on PC, and then I played some on my Android phone in 2020. And I would pick it up every now and then just to get some characters. I wouldn't pay money, I just had a bunch of Primogems. But I've not really played it, but now it's on Xbox. I'm like, should I get back into it? I'm not somebody who like really pays in games like that typically. Because also, I like the main character. The main male character, Aether, I like him. I just like playing games, but also, as I've previously mentioned, I don't like games that don't end. What's going on here, Morris?
Get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
What do you mean bait?
You can't run from us.
Please. Help.
I know we've been talking about like he's stealing children. This isn't news, but seeing it is sick.
The child yet lives.
I hadn't visualized it,
Out of
really
your
processed it.
jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Man, he is aware. Oh,
Are these the
nasty.
monsters we heard
Some
about?
people have dogs though, and they just look like that, and they're like, yeah, he's 14.
Further back.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god. I'm afraid of your dog. I'm afraid if its drool is gonna melt me to the bone.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a meal of you.
I dare him to try, your gangrene dogs.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Yeah.
Why?
Do you need money?
Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You were just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward.
Two people can be
Living
bad.
in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No, 'tis true in part.
But at least one of them is like atoning for his sins and understands he did bad. The other one's defending his bad.
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on
Cunty
innocent
boots.
lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar,
Perfect character.
Who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made.
I want to
can't
get
erase
drunk with
your
Heismay
past.
so bad.
All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
He'd say something so wise and profound, I
Thou
bet.
hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Here we go. Oh, wait, does that mean he's gonna be a controllable party member? I don't like when he falls like that. Ooh!
I am Heismay Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands soiled or sinless, I fight!
Oh. Ugh. I don't like the pustule on his back. Slim little waist. Slutty little waist.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
4 party members now, yeah? 4 turns for me. Yes.
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance
Me and Morris have
your
similar
influence that this
hairstyles.
Power passed to him, Captain.
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction. if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood a...
Oh, didn't mean to skip that, sorry. Okay, he's got dark skills. Steal a rare item from one enemy, which benefits from a higher agility. And dark sword, which is a slash skill, which deals weak physical slash damage to one enemy, which also may inflict forget. I'm gonna try some dark stuff. Hellhound Diabundo.
Some darker arts.
Not weak to dark, damn.
Let's stay calm.
Oh, we got Mania Bullet. What's that all about? Only usable from back row. Heavy physical. Heavy, hey. Pierce damage to one enemy. Inflicts a one-time weakness. A slash pierce strike. Cool. Look at little rat bat there right in the middle of the screen. Looking good, brother.
Maybe there's a better choice.
You don't need that right now.
No, to the rear guard. Come forth, royal soul.
Now, what's the play?
I call upon royal power within.
How you feel about fire?
The power of fire.
You hit their weak point.
By the
Keep
sworn
it up,
oaths
Soul.
of
With blade in hand!
Mage fire.
Oh, mystic fire!
Nah. I was thinking about what if we go steal something? Next time Heismay gets a turn, because I think we've got this battle handled, I'm going to try to steal an item just for like, ooh, one of my buttons just came undid. Woo! You know what I'm talking about? You want to see some Tum? Some adult man, 30-year-old hairy Tum? It's pretty nice. It's pretty good Tum. Pretty hot. I'm pretty hot. But not here, not now, you know? Time and place. At my birthday dinner. Okay.
Come on!
Are you prepared? Burn to
Hit their
us.
weak point. Keep it up, Soul.
Let justice prevail!
Falkenberg got them right in their weak
I'll
spot.
use what I
Let's
must.
try to steal something from the dumb one.
I'll try to blunder.
Damn, nothing.
Midas
Okay.
power.
I shall mage. The power of fire.
I step. Come! Burn!
You think yourself, oh, power of kings. I show no mercy.
I love having 4 party members. I got me some ragged fur.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
My hair is going nuts. Like, what is this?
A new power to wield.
Do you love or hate? You have to love my extensions that don't match my hair color. See how they're like such a brighter blonde? The rest of my blonde. But like, it is what it is, because that's... Let's talk about it. I'm always talking about, oh, my tinsel hair. I love my festive tinsel hair. Look at my tinsel hair. Let's talk about how we make this happen. So, I tie some tinsel, as you can see, here in the front. I hand tie it, individual strands. And I do that all around the perimeter of the wig. I don't go all the way through. And then, because if I just have glitter in the front, that kind of like, it creates the illusion, but I don't know, from the back you still want to have some effect, right? I am not going to like install tinsel by hand to the whole wig, right? So I put in these extensions that already have tinsel in them, because I used to have a different tinsel wig that sucked. I hated it, so I cut it up. And that's where I got this tinsel from. You can also buy hair tinsel, by the way. If you have real hair, you can do hair tinsel. You tie it in the front. It's very fun. I recommend it. Have some festive hair this year. It's not too late to Amazon Prime it. I know we don't want Jeff Bezos to win, but sometimes we have to let him win so that we can have festive hair to get drunk with our family with. But then, so I put these extensions all over, and I can't really put any in the front because I just don't have room for it with the way the hair is. Because they would blend better if I could get some in the front and near the top, but I don't. So I don't know, they're just 2 different blondes. Maybe one day I'll, you know, just buy the right color hair and tinsel and all that, but for now we're what the hell? Okay, sorry. We'll play the game. I'm sorry that for the entirety of December I'm going to be talking about this hair, but kind of love it. It makes me happy. I just hope it makes you happy, and if it doesn't, hey, something will put tinsel in your own hair. He's a coward.
Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good.
That's a win.
You saved them, Heismay.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't
Is
say
it the lady?
Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Popularity up. After saving the children, I can expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
Hey, you helped. Thank you. Grateful to you as well.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts.
Gambling?
The guard and searched the whole bloody castle for him.
You're selling children because you can't stop gambling? You also look like you're like, what, 24 years old? What do you mean you're that deep into gambling? Morris.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
That's
We're
guilty.
Here for our own reasons.
That's
Whoever we
guilt
find
to me.
down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Luis's eye. Isn't it so funny that the man that we are trying to go against, I'm like, I need his attention. Please pay attention to me. Like, I've become like a little pick-me for Luis. I get it though, he's pretty, and also the scheme, the plan. You know the plan. Come on, you guys. Besides, I think the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this, and we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but for the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Yes! Whoa! Woo! Heismay, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has become your ally. Look at his little fucking look. Oh my god, he's... I love Heismay.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Did y'all growing up, we learned that Australia was a continent. We didn't know nothing about no Oceania. One breath away. We didn't know that shit. It was just Australia. New Zealand, we did not know her. I need to Google it. Because Australia is not the name of the continent anymore, is it? Whoa, I've got crazy text messages. Okay, is Australia a continent? Google said, I'm gonna make this real easy for you. He said, yes. All lowercase letters, but big. Okay. It is the smallest continent. So what's Oceania? Oceania versus Australia. Oceania is a geographical region that includes Australia, while Australia is a country or continent. So the continent of Australia includes New Zealand? Does everybody know this but Americans? Or is everybody confused? I don't want to like just rag on Americans too much. I don't want to talk about current events, so I won't. But that thing that happened in America, crazy. You know what? That's actually evergreen. That thing that happened in America, crazy. Evergreen statement. Oh, I love America. I really do. I have no plans on ever fucking leaving. Not even for a trip. If I'm leaving the country, it's because I'm going to China, maybe Japan. Otherwise, I'm staying, bitch. Till it sinks into the ocean. And I might sink it into the ocean myself. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm sinking this place. I'm flipping the continent over. We are all going down. They can build something new on the underside. Considering
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement.
Rats.
We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Rat's the word. They always say Bob's your uncle, Bob's your uncle. Rat's the word. Mum who? I left Heismay to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Hey, can I go out tonight, y'all? Rest up for tomorrow. What if I don't want to?
You know...
Nope. Thinking about heading into the castle basement? It's too dangerous to try at night. Let's rest up so we're ready to tackle it tomorrow. Have some of that bread. I'm not even hungry right now. I just ate. Yo, so how I wish I had my little lunchbox. I've got this little cinema roll lunchbox. It's so cute and childish. It's got little sections and I fill them with my food every day. Today I left work early, so I didn't eat my little work lunch at work and I ate at home. I'm sitting up here watching videos on this monitor right here, eating my little lunchbox lunch like a child. It was so fun. Why'd I bring that up? Oh, because I'm not hungry because I just ate that. I would love a baguette and like some vinaigrette. Balsamic, bitch, let's go crazy. I don't be getting bread and balsamic. I need to go visit my mom. That's some shit. I go to her house and she'd be like, warm bread and balsamic. And I'd be like, oh, Jennifer, that's my mom. You should not have. And she said, but I must because I'm your mother and I love you. And I said, oh. And then she'd be like, chocolate croissant. And I'd be like, oh my God, you're a goddess. My mother really is perfect. You guys don't even know. Even when she's not cooking for me, because she's not just perfect when she's cooking for me, woman. No, she's perfect when she just smiles and when her hair catches the breeze. And should she get cancer and lose her hair, guess what? She's still pretty. She doesn't have cancer. I'm just saying, like, I have this thing. We'll play the game, don't worry. When I'm so careful in how I compliment people sometimes, because I'm like, if I compliment their hair and I make them think that I view them as beautiful because of their hair, then they'll be like anxious. They're like, what if I lose my hair? He won't find me beautiful anymore. So I'm like, ah! So that's why I kind of brought up, like, if she lost her hair, I'd still love her. But let's go to bed. We'll talk to one person and it's going to be her. Joanna's absence troubles me. If 'tis true that there's a monster nearby, then we've not a moment to lose. Though it still remains to be seen whether she knew the guard corps were involved. I cannot keep the voices that I tried, the different intonations and tone that I give for every character, clear and separate. They may be blurred together. Pay attention to what I'm reading, okay? That's on you. You're lucky I give you anything but flat tone. I come on YouTube and I upload over 500 videos at this point. Multiple hours a week for like 6 views. I do this out of love and narcissism. I'm a saint. Let's rest.
Good night.
Maybe because so much happened, I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze. God, that sounds lovely. Can't sleep, lad. Ah.
As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself. That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
You know what, Heismay? Have a seat. Why can't I just tell him? I want to tell him. He's a confidant at this point.
We're just a group of like-minded stragglers.
That's plain from the look of you. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad.
What's that bottle?
Just water.
Okay, thank you. I was wondering.
There was nobody like you lot. Just you, Jeeves. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway.
I'm an elder, I kind of get it.
Thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
Well, from now on, we're friends.
Then from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure, then.
His little hands.
The aloof hermit, Heismay. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
At this point, we have so many archetypes. We've got a pocket full of archetypes. We've got cargo pants full of archetypes at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. A handful of archetypes. I can sense the heroic embodiment. Da da da.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake. Might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
You're gonna love this. Read this, bitch. It's an outlawed book. A book of dreams. A dream of better.
So,
A utopia of sorts.
This is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population.
That was optimism. He can hear everything. He can hear children in a well. I can smell optimism. And that was an optimistic statement. You might think, how's it optimism for him to say, oh, it won't happen for hundreds of years? Most would say this is, a fantasy land that could never happen. He thinks it possible. He thinks it actually, seemingly, the way he phrased it makes it seem like he believes it inevitable, just no time soon. Optimistic rat. Optimism only on the team. Not incessant optimism, not reckless. It can be reckless. Not pure optimism. We have to be realistic, but you've got to have a little bit of optimism, a glimmer of optimism in your heart to be on the team.
You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak.
You just have to have room for both the strong and the weak within such an idea, yeah?
Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing.
Equity versus equality.
The very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
This makes good people. It was getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn to sleep.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king
draws. It is now Idle's Day? No, AMI. Yeah, Idle's Day. Woo! What's after Idle's Day, though? I didn't catch that. Excellent. We're all here.
So,
today, we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution as both Morris and monsters are there to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it.
It's in your hands.
Indeed. I have only been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. How many days do we have? How much time do we have? Apprehend the real kidnapper. It must be done by July 16th. We've got 12 days. Damn, brother, they gave us time and a half. The culprit behind the abductions must be found. It begins by finding the guardsman, Morris. But I also need a mark for the exhibition. We must infiltrate Crigante Castle. Okay, apprehend a real kidnapper. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at Blindwell Alley to delve into Crigante Castle's underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on requests in town or by improving your bonds with your followers. Let's go find Cuculus. I'm sorry, I call him Cuculus. I like him. He better not be swindling me. This better not be a town of swindling people. Because the children swindled me, but I forgave it because they're children. Morris got me because he's just dark-sided. Cuculus, don't you do me wrong. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline passes.
The search begins.
There's something in that castle.
Really?
We need to head over to Blindwell Alley. From there, we can investigate what's going on at the castle. Today, lots of stores have sales. Let's check on that. Ooh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? I'ma let you work up on it, but while you check on me tonight. If you want it. If you got it, flaunt it. Boy, I know you want it. Na-na-na-na-na. Watch me check up on it. Y'all know that one? What do y'all know about Destiny's Child? Check up on it. Is that Destiny's Child or just Beyonce? There's that period of time between that last Destiny's Child album and B-Day where you're like, what's Beyonce? What's Destiny's Child? And then there's Dangerously in Love, which has a Destiny's Child version and a pure Beyonce version. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about early aughts R&B. Let's move forward. So we're not going to go straight for the quest. We're going to fill our days out a little bit here. And then we will go toward the quest. I don't like that he barks and growls. Okay, calculus. I believe I am clever enough or something's up. Have you found Malvino's ring yet? Best get to it. Oh, he wants me to go get the ring. Where's the ring again? Is it at the ruins? We might need to go there anyways. We've not yet been to the ruins. We can make a day of it. Best get to it. There's no telling how long that man will hold on to your oh so precious dagger. Is there? Abandoned tomb. Y'all want to go to the abandoned tomb today? Now, I believe I got some intel about the abandoned tomb. So let's go over that. My stupid little fucking faggot face. Sorry, is covering it up. Treasure monsters attack less frequently if money-consuming skills are used. We have the archetype for that. We could study that with somebody. You must counteract sleep. Now, I know that the item for counteracting sleep I can buy at Grand Trad. Are we really going to go quick? Yes, we are. Okay. At least one of us is going to have to study the archetype for the merchant. Who? Maybe me. I'm getting real tired of the gunner, but also like, I kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if the merchant's going to be that useful. And then... We gotta get things that make it so we don't fall asleep. Because I don't just... You might be thinking, but don't you have items to wake yourselves up? I believe so. That's not enough. We want to prevent sleep from happening at the root. And there are items that do that. So, there are sales here in this town. Do you think there are sales in Grand Trad?
All right then.
Only one way to find out, it seems.
Where to?
Now, is it San Lamio Street where there are sales where I can expect to buy items?
Let's go.
I believe it's gonna be like an accessory or something. Oh, I don't want to get run over now. Usually shopping and all this kind of admin, I'm like, let me do it off camera. I can't be stressing myself out about what I'm taking time to do on camera. I just gotta have fun, you guys. Gotta have fun. Where's my map?
All right then.
That's an igniter shop, isn't it? That's what's her name's igniter shop. That can't be. Where's the store? We'll look in here just in case it is where I get what I'm looking for, but I don't think it is. Oh, look at this clientele. Yikes. Would hate to see them. No, actually, no, I was going to talk about violence. Violence. Oh, he's handsome. Igniter merchant.
Welcome.
You have my thanks.
So these allow skills, which will actually be very useful. They're quite expensive, so maybe not today. I think they're on sale today. Yeah, 20% off, so like they're even more usually. Not today. I need the sleep thingies. Okay, so if not here... Maybe it's on Sunshade Row. Maybe it's those ones up there. We're exploring the world together.
What in the blazes? Now what am I to do?
Can't be story and action all the time. Sometimes you have to watch me just fucking roaming around, always looking down. You somebody. You know that one? I don't know the original. I know like a billion covers of it by like Bat for Lashes and like Bat for Lashes. Maybe I just know one cover right. Roaming around. Maybe it's up here at the chemist. The apothecary. Comfort. That's not what it is. They told me the name of the store. I just don't remember what it was. Who's selling accessories out here? I like her dress. That's very fun.
And what is it you want?
Do you have things to help with fire, though? A burn? No. Well, no. They want me to get burnt out here. Remind me to show Garrison. Gary? I've never called him Gary in my life. Remind me. Oh, look at that picture of him. Remind me to show Garrison the Porygon Wii. You don't have to know what that means if you don't know. Maybe it's up in here? Excuse me, sir. That's armor. Well, check. But remind me to show him the Porygon Wii. I've been meaning to for like 4 days now, and I just keep forgetting.
It's on sale right now.
Endurance +2. All stats +1. That's quite nice. Where is the accessory that allows me to not fall asleep? You guys weren't here when I learned it, but the informant did tell me that there's a place in Grand Trad that sells that. And I've yet to find an accessory shop. It's not gonna be the Spado Smithy.
Alright then.
Okay, so it's not on Sunlimio. Maybe it's one of these two things that looks like meat and water. Let me hit the smithy just in case. While we're here.
Hello there.
I want a golden EP. Oh, I have a golden... No, I don't. I do not have a golden EP. I want a golden EP so bad. We've not really had much of a focus on armor, weapons, accessories as of yet. We've kind of just been going with the auto-equip from what we have in inventory. We might in the future benefit from a bit of mindfulness toward those things. Let's read the intel I got earlier. It'll probably say it.
Oh, I bear good tidings. Here's the real skinny.
Gloam Hall Shopping Grand. Oh, he calls it dodgy. I think I know what this is. Is that the magic shop that's only open at night? Is the Gloam Hall that place I can't even get to right now? Because I'll actually shoot myself in the head. Watch the Gloam Hall. Watch this. That's the Gloam Hall. I'm gonna... Ooh! Are you okay? You're like keeled over.
What's it now?
Seems the trouble at Grand continues to be settled. I heard from a show day. I know. I gotta stop. They saw folks controlling a mysterious magic power without using igniters. That's just a rumor, right? So we came here and ran around for 15... Oh, bird. 15 minutes for what? I would say nothing, but we learned. We learned what is and is not sold here, so... We didn't get what we expected, but we got knowledge. And knowledge is what? Power. Okay, well, I think we're just gonna have to fucking...
Where to?
Go then. Like, we're just gonna... We're just gonna have to go and get put to sleep. It's not gonna go well for me.
Let's go.
What were the gods doing?
Today, somebody that I really love and enjoy told me with my hair like this, I look like Henry Cavill's Geralt in The Witcher. And one, That's just the hair. There's no way my face looks like his. And 2, that's just flattery. But oh boy, what flattery it is.
What are the gods doing?
Let's look at our archetypes. We don't go to academia much now that we've got this, which sucks because I love more. I'm gonna put me as the merchant. But that compliment still like rings like big in my head. I'm like, yay. It does kind of give his hair though, the way he's got it pulled back. Okay. Cash fueled almighty skills.
I see.
He's a weird looking guy, isn't he? Just big and greedy. Looks like a garlic if a garlic was greedy.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. Oh, worthy heart. Okay, we don't need to do all this.
Good.
Cool.
I'm still getting stronger.
Now we've got one person doing those moves. I'm not going to give everybody that archetype. Seems unnecessary and expensive. And we have nothing. Well, let me check my accessories currently. What if I already have some sleep preventing accessories? I'd be foolish not to check. I'm currently using a glow igniter. I got 3 igniters. No, I'm very endurance, agility, luck, strength. Hey, somebody should equip that. Nope, nothing for sleep. Now, you use strength-based skills, don't you? Oh, I've got her with that fire move. We'll keep it for now. Those are things I'll probably look at off camera so I can just sit still. Sit, think, and ponder for 20 minutes straight without saying anything. You don't want to be here for that, trust me. So, y'all, we gotta go down to the tomb.
Looks like everyone's here.
We've yet to go. And apparently, to get our dagger back, we're gonna want to go down there.
Ah, there a ways.
Whew. Alright, it's only fucking... What time is it? It's not late, you guys. It is 6:51 p.m. Not late. I got that yawn in me, though.
What are we doing there again?
This is where Cuculus wanted us to find a ring for him, isn't it? I guess it's a tomb for some dead noble. Fun! Wanna go? I don't trust that man as far as I can throw him, but we do need to recover Grace's dagger. Why do I trust everybody? I trust him.
Should be a good time.
On the bright side, the rumors say the tomb robbers haven't picked the place clean. We may come away with more than just a ring.
It's your call.
We'll have to make camp for tonight, but we'll arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it back by tomorrow night? Just leave it to me, so long as you don't go dragging your feet, of course.
Great. Let's move out.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there. Fire it up.
Taking up the request of the man in Martyra, the Gauntlet Runner makes its way southwest of the town. The mysterious individual could very well become a source of new power, though they have yet to quite grasp that.
What to pick?
Supposed to hang out. You never want to hang out, and the one time you do want to hang out, I never want to hang out, and I'm so sorry. Maybe that's why she never wants to hang out, because every time she tries to connect with me, I'm like, I'm gonna talk to the crazy captain. Anybody else want to do anything? I can cook. I can go do that. I can. What does the clothing do again? I forget.
Let's go.
What is this over here? What's this? Washing machine.
This?
We'll do it today.
Understood.
Just to say we've done it once.
The truth is...
In truth, I can't stand the hassle of doing laundry. You know, I once tried to invent another approach to doing it altogether. I called it the bathe with all your clothes on tactic. He might be onto something. You jump in the bath with your clothes still on, you see, and once you're done, you hang on a beam and dry... Ah, that's because you're a hanging type of man, and dry out, clothes and all. You're gonna get sick. Not a bad strategy, eh? But alas, from this design soon emerged a fatal flaw. As you and your clothes are drying, you become colder and colder. By the morning, I was shivering, and thus the tactic never saw the light of day again. I like that he's trying to, like, innovate in his life and not just content with things as they be. Woohoo! Icy hot, woohoo! Do you guys know that song? It's called Icy Hot, woohoo! I also found some money.
Oh.
That's a decent little chunk of money.
Hello.
Oh, you lot, time to muster. We've got a runner headed our fucking way. No! Is it Pink? Oh, Goddard. I don't know if I know him. Ah, that boorish runner has got to be Goddard's Horizon Star. That firebrand thinks he can decimate our craft. Count on Nurse to know the other gauntlet runners by sight, but when he says decimate, that can't be a good thing, can it?
Onward.
Indeed, we mustn't allow him to damage His Highness's runner. Let's go. Who's Goddard? He's kind of hot.
Too young, in fact. A greenhorn like you is years, centuries from deserving.
Oh, I remember him. He's the boomer who's anti-youth.
The rapscallions who crashed the opening ceremony. A young man like you, our king. Ha! Laughable.
What's your problem?
Why does it look like he's got a microchip in his neck?
The rightful heir to the throne and the voice of the rogue tribe. Tax the young, bankroll the elderly. Those too old to work will know prosperity under my rule.
He said universal basic income for boomers only.
Before your betters and elders, and if you will not, you will be made to kneel. Prepare yourselves.
Universal boomer income. Yeah, I fully agree with what Gallica just said. How do you feel about dark?
Some darker arts.
The elders.
Oh, reset. What's that about? Removes nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies. Cool. Don't need right now, but cool. I'm a merchant. I gotta pay money. High crit rate though. Hey. Hey! My guy attacks with an abacus. If you'll remember previously, I was looking at weapons and some of them were abaci. And I was like, abacus is a weapon. You'll remember, right? My current thing, I think, just attacked with an abacus.
No holding back.
The Chinese have always been onto something. They will always be onto something. I love the Chinese.
I'll not lose to young rapscallions.
Perfect punch him.
I crush you.
Cheeky.
I'll use what I must.
Ha! Die!
I won't hold back.
Mage.
I've got to be mindful of the fact that I am using money when I attack. Like, this is not a character to be grinding with.
Let justice prevail.
I'll burn out all my money. Do you think I get more money by having him equipped? Probably not, right? We'll have to see.
I show no mercy.
By this power.
I call upon royal power within.
Keep it up, troll.
I crush you.
You whippersnappers need to learn respect for your elders. Who do you think kept this kingdom together after the war?
He doesn't even look that old. We need to heal. I've like not been healing for some reason. What's my weakness? Now that I've changed archetypes, I don't know. I should pay attention to that next time.
Come forth, royal soul.
Miss! Ooh, bad news. gonna do this. Even though I want to hit the electric attack and the extra turn I get from it. I like this jacket.
Nice one, Captain.
For all that we strive for.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Commendable bearing.
I won't hold back.
Don't you miss.
A tough one.
Now, mage.
I should probably still heal, but
It is not over yet.
that's enough.
With years,
That's good.
My strength.
take this, so you're strong.
No, not the rat.
All power of kings. Too much, perhaps? Tis best you...
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
Captain, they've slowed
Meddling little hooligan!
No. Better by this power.
Nice hit.
Are you prepared? I call the light.
They're weak points.
Cheeky
Keep it up.
Blade in hand.
That was a good little run of turns.
We all grow old. The blade you hold to my throat will be at your own soon enough.
Nobody's trying to massacre the elderly, you old goat.
Don't say nobody, because I'd consider
Happiness
it.
for all, young and old.
I talk big, though. Sometimes I see old people, I'm like, you're a perfect little thing, aren't you? So, I actually don't hate old people as much as I want to act like I do. But I really do in certain ways, too. What is going on with healthcare in America? I blame old people. Let's not do this. Let's not do this today. I don't know anything. I'm a fool.
God above. Look, we'll not kill you here. How's that for respecting our elders? But mark me, this will not happen again.
Far too naive. But I suppose that's the luxury of youth.
He is so bitter at his heart.
Okay. Not bad at all.
I shall rise to the occasion.
You show splendid growth.
Increases likelihood of receiving items after battles by 20%. Yippee! Oh, valley good work out there, lad. No one's getting their hands on this ship under your watch, eh? Now, full speed ahead. No delays for us. Not if I can help it.
The Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at an encampment as darkness overcomes the wilds.
I love when we sit around the fire. It's so cozy.
Even with the Gauntlet Runner, it is no time for travel. As monsters come more alive with every breath, the thirst for adventure is quenched.
Beautiful. They call it a wasteland, but it's beautiful.
All right then.
Oh, it's killer. This game's killer. They only ever have Hulkenberg invite me to do things when there's somebody else I really want to hang out with. But this is a test from God. Heismay, be patient, you old man. Today's about Hulkenberg. In my proving days, I used to practice my blade skills even at this hour. I have practiced sword or two. I could give you a lesson. Shall we go buy some at the weapon shop in the royal capital sometime? She's willing to teach me swordplay. I should try talking to her once we go back to town. Now then, what to do? Ah, yes.
Indeed.
Whoa, I hear Garrison on a Discord call with his friends being real loud down there. 'Tis true that there's no substitute for actual battle, but tabletop games are fine tools for learning strategy. Raise my wisdom with a board game? Yes. Bradley Nichols. Y'all don't know this man. He's so beautiful. For what reason is Bradley so beautiful? For what reason? He's so beautiful. And I was so interested in him, and I was at the lowest point in my life. That man had so much patience for me. Don't know how he did it. He pulled out the most convoluted tabletop game you have ever seen in your life, and I was like, oh boy, I don't really turn my brain on a lot. I like to tell myself and others I'm dumb as rocks. That's not the truth. I just don't like to turn my brain on. He made me turn my brain on, and we had so much fun, and then we never played it again, and I was like, let's play it again. He's like, let's play it again, and he invited me to do it, but then I turned it down or something because I was at a very, very low point in my life. Oh, Bradley Nichols. You get memories sometimes. Let me show you. Wait, I can show you No, I don't need to be showing you people. He is on my iPhone. You can like pin. I'm gonna keep it. Well, make sure nothing crazy is on here. You can pin people. There you go. Up here, Bradley Nichols is the one on the bottom left or right. I don't know. You can see Bradley. Love Bradley. And those are my 9 people that I love a lot. Okay. I bet you'll kick your butt at it, but do you want to play against Hulkenberg? Yeah. Ha, that takes me back. As a younger woman, how old are you? I was utterly addicted to the game.
If so...
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then. It's kind of chess-like looking. Don't know how it plays. My, I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategy all on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle, and how would I retaliate, and so on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
'Tis for that reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur again. That's impressive.
Right. No.
Perhaps, but 'twould be more accurate to say that I am trying to attain perfection, rather than implying I have already achieved it. That said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavor and create a country where all can truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. She's got a pretty rose necklace, I'm just now realizing. I will not speak just of tactics, but of all of my experiences on this journey, my victories and of course my failures too. And in doing so, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights, I hope. You can do it.
Yeah.
If anyone can do it, it's you, Hulkenberg.
Yes.
Well, should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I should tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you've a natural talent for it. Though to call it talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. You are exaggerating.
Goodness.
That was certainly not my intent, after all. Was it not you and Gallica who set the cogs of this journey in motion? There's some significance to you being captain. You have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to realizing my dream. My wisdom's up. My wisdom's always going up, up, up. Who's gonna teach me eloquence? You know what? Heismay might. He's got an eloquence about him. But he's also like a thief. I feel like they kind of have him more pegged as like street rat, scoundrel, but like, I think he's an eloquent man. Untie my tongue, dear rat. Now then, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should... I'm getting lessons.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king
Look at the days now.
nearer.
Idol's Day, Flames Day, so it's Amif. AMI, Arbor Stay, Metal Stay, Idle Stay, Flame Stay. Amif.
What to pick?
Amif. It's like Amphor. Oh, we are still on the run. We are still going. Who wants to hang out? Let's see what's going on. Okay, we got cooking. We got that. Where's Heismay at? Heismay. That may be him down there. Let's go see. Heismay, is that you? That's reading. Where's Heismay?
All right then.
He done left the ship. I guess we'll go hang out with we could cook. You know what? At some point we need to go visit Maria. We got a new drawing for her from Norris. When we went to the giant, seemingly... Oh, there he is! Hey! When we went to the giant sandworm that was deteriorating around the glass sand. Between the sleeping quarters and kitchen, the runner surprisingly comfortable, eh? That said, it's a shared living space. I don't mind dust, but any uncleanliness or discarded food is sure to attract, well, them. I must clean diligently. You afraid of bugs? You lived amongst the sandworms. Okay. Hang out with him. When we travel like this, sometimes it feels like I can see my hometown. You've said this.
Well... Hey!
Courage up. I guess.
So...
Does nobody here know nothing about eloquence? Two-handed, one-handed katanas, swords have all sorts of shapes and uses. Double-sided swords are specifically designed to utilize the blade's weight for heavy swings and thrusts.
However...
but when it comes to actually cutting, nothing beats a katana's blade. Touch one of those, even by accident, and you could lose some fingers. Any weapon can be dangerous.
Got it.
Yeah.
Exactly. All weapons are dangerous. That's why we must never allow ourselves to be distracted when handling them.
All right.
They mentioned we should hang out with him once we get back to town, to further that little plot with him. Yet the blade which poses us the highest threat is not the sharp one, but the dull. You cannot have your weapon failing you right when you need it most. Caring for my weapon is an important step toward protecting myself, defeating my enemies, and achieving my goals. Perhaps it's pompous to say so, but I truly love the time spent doing this, all the more so when you're here too. Are we there yet? I'm tired of reading.
The party finally arrives at the abandoned tomb. It is said an affluent aristocrat is entombed here. However, if true, his only visitors these days are tomb robbers, seeking his wealth.
Visitors are visitors. If you're dead, you count your blessings.
Merely a trap to draw in more victims, or something else entirely.
Another dungeon sits here in front of us. Well, we're here, though I'm not keen on this being the place we're exploring. We're here for a mission, not to seek amusement. This is where we search for the ring, yes?
Gotta get back on track.
That's right. The sooner we find that ring, the sooner we get Grease's dagger back. I'm looking for other treasure too, and maybe I'll even grind in here a little bit. I don't know, because I do need to grind at some point. We'll see. Although, where do we even start? It has a history, no? I expect it won't be simply left lying in the dust. We won't know until we head further in. I sense signs of monsters, so be careful.
Well,
there's always monsters. They're gonna put us to sleep and we don't have the shit to fucking deal with it. Remind me next time we have a free night where we can go out, because a lot of nights come and go and they're like, you mustn't leave the inn. I'm like, I need to buy things. Next time we get a free night, I need to go to Grand Trad, the magic shop, and buy some of the... But also... maybe we won't buy the sleep things, because we're not going to need them once we leave here. This is like catacomb looking now that I really look at it. But we still need to stop by that place to see what they do have. When we remember to. We may find some other nice treasure in these nobles' graves. I don't love grave robbing, so I'll think of it as recycling. 'Tis well we look for useful items, but let us not stray too far. We are returning to town by nightfall.
Here we go.
Can we make it home that quick? Alright, Slater, lead the way. Well, now we know what is ahead of us next time. I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but next time, we're getting in. We're getting treasure. We're getting put to sleep. Oh no. And we're going to get we're going to get that ring. And we'll move forward from there. But for now, thanks for being around. Have a good one. Bye.